Oh, we're off centre. Sorry, folks. Now we've got it in the middle. Okay. Let's see how this one goes. Right. This will be an interesting one if we can make it look good. Right. Colour. Conica. Minolta. Okay. Gonna make this one. Actually, we've got to make the vertical hopefully it'll be a standard size, so hopefully these will be the sizes we need. And this is going to be an interesting one. It looks a bit snotty. What do we got? What are we going to do with this? So this one's a real snotty looking image. Wondering what background colour we're going to give to this to make it look more interesting. Will it be blue? Will it be red? I've done yellow for every demo that I've done today, so we're going to do it a little different. Although the green is going to turn to magenta. So, what are we going to use? We're going green. We'll soon find out how that's going to work out. So we're just going to darken it as usual. Going to leave the red in the middle. Going to warm it up. And we're just going to go here and just going to see how this looks. If we're going to cool it down, add blue, or just leave it. So let's see how we go with this one. Okay, what is it? It is, there's a bit of yuckiness on the glass, just a bit of dirt, a bit of dust, I think. What is this? It says British Film Festival 2018. Not all Brits are rich aristocrats like this, but it is a snotty image. It looks like a private school hat that she's got on, like the type that you see in some Sydney private schools, like on the North Shore, which is unfortunately is where I have to live. But basically, it basically looks like one of them hats that a boys' school in my local area would typically have, and it's not a good look. I must say, those hats look really stupid, but these poor kids have to wear them. I mean, seriously. I mean, it's so out of date. It's so posh. It's just so stupid. But that's the way the rich people are. Stupid. Anyway, that green is just too green. The background looks too green. But we don't have much red, so we might be able to put red instead of green. But it looks quite nice to the face. So we're just going to go and just do a bit of a gear change, folks, as we normally do when we're doing these demos, is we often have to gear change, so to speak. So there's less red than I thought there'd be. So now we're going to pump up the red. That'll probably make a more balanced image. And the hue, we're going to put the hue in the middle. Or maybe the hue looked nice. We'll soon find out how it's going to look. Maybe we can take out, I'm just thinking if we're going to make another copy of this, or another copy of a copy, or whatever. Let's see how we go. But basically, yeah, this is basically snotty. And it's not good for England's image, because there's a lot of working class people in England, like any country. And they don't get treated with the same respect that the rich people do, the aristocrats, the bullshitters. But anyway, that seems like there's a little bit too much red. Wondering, but the face looks good. It contrasts nicely against there, and the eyes have turned out looking good. But we've got so much red. But then again, with the green, we've got it overwhelming it. So I'm just wondering if there's anything we're going to do to this. Wondering if we're going to do something interesting with that. So we're just going to take this and throw it on the recycle pile. I don't follow this rich bullshit. And we're just going to make this look a bit more interesting. So we're going to switch it to copied paper, and we're going to put it on the glass, and we're going to just overlap, and we're going to just enlarge just a fraction off the bottom and the side. So we're just going to make sure we don't get them ugly borders that we always get when, almost always. So let's see how we go. So this is a bit aristocratic, but then rich people are always glorified as if they're a success. Just because they make money, they are deemed superior, and they are deemed to have more respect put upon them. But if you're a poor person, even out of no fault of your own, you're treated like shit. You don't get the same respect that these rich pigs get. It's not fair. It's not fair to be defined by class or money. It's not fair, folks. It's not fucking fair. I'm sick of it. I'm over it. But I don't know what to do to stop it. You know, how to bring it, how to mention it. If social media could get into every household, if everyone was a YouTuber, if everyone was a Facebooker, or even went on LinkedIn, that's where I've been throwing my videos lately. Well, then I could probably get some traction. But that looks really cool. That looks really interesting. It's bizarre. So it's back as a positive image. So I'm wondering if we're going to make it into a mirror image, or if we're just going to make this, we're just going to keep this as it is, because that's quite a nice looking image. An interesting rendition of a rich aristocrat in England. I think we can call that one quits. Something different.